Yeah, hello. Hello, everyone. One second. How are you doing? We are live again. We are back. Um, this one's gonna be a quick one because I gotta go soon. In an hour. So, an hour long stream. Gonna do some tier lists. I'm gonna be watching Oz Perkins the Monkey soon. So that's why I'm gonna end early. But yeah, you saw the title. We're back to doing tier lists. I thought like Fortnite was getting boring. Also, I'm not good at Fortnite, so it doesn't, make sense for me to do it. But yeah, let's start off with what I put in the title. Let's do us. Okay, Simpsons, Star Wars, or MCU. That's what I promised you, so I'll do one of those. Um, let's do Simpsons because I am making a Simpsons video right now, so just makes sense. How many characters do we have? Alright, that's enough. Let's do it. Grandpa Simpson, very funny. Definitely like one of the funnier ones. A lot of good jokes that come with him. Good voice acting. I don't know. He's funny. I put him in B tier. Not one of the best characters. I don't think. I don't think the show has been doing that much with him right now. But yeah, I mean, he's a good side character. When there's like an episode that's fully about him, it gets, it's not one of my favorite episodes. But as a side character, he's pretty good. Um, I forgot who this character was. I think this is Principal Skinner's mother. Um, she's annoying. She makes me angry, but she's supposed to be an unlikable character, and in that case, she fits. She works. So I put her in C tier. Not one of the funnier characters. Actually, maybe D tier because we have a lot of good characters here. We gotta kind of go through them. Apu, he's funny. I think there's some great episodes about him, like the one where Homer gets cardiac arrest from like his shrimp or something like that. He has some good episodes about him. I put him B tier. Still not one of my favorite episodes. I think he's kind of overrated, but overall just a good character. Barney also very funny. I feel like most of these are gonna be put in B tier. Okay, I'll put Grandpa in A tier. Abe. But Barney's in B tier, very funny. I like all the jokes he's in. I don't think there's ever been like an episode fully about him, and that works. He's not like a great character that you could base a whole episode around. He works best as a side character. I think for that he does a really good job. Bart Simpson, honestly, I put him S tier. Usually I put him A tier, but because I'm rewatching season one for this new video, I think he's really good in season one. I think he's a good character, kind of underrated, very funny at times. Yeah, he hasn't really been flanderized as much as the rest of the family, so I put him S tier. One of the best characters of the show. Carl's just kind of there, which is a shame because he's a likable character. He's a likable guy. I like all the scenes with him. I think he's chill, but just he's not in a lot. The show doesn't really fully utilize him. Kind of like Lenny, who is Lenny here? Yeah, Lenny's here. I think Lenny is a little bit funnier than Carl. He has that running joke where something gets in his eye. That's funny. I don't think there's any like running joke with Carl, or like any joke that I can remember with Carl. The more I talk about him, the more I'm thinking of putting in D tier, but he's likable. He's good enough. Mr. Burns is S tier. Honestly, just a great character. Even in like modern Simpsons, I think he's pretty funny. One of the better characters in the later seasons. He stayed funny. I like the running joke that he's like super weak, like he gets carried by that bee. I like how over the top his evilness is, how badly he treats his employees. Everything about him is over the top. I really like that. He's a great character. Great voice too. I'm not gonna say that a lot about most of these characters, but he just has a great voice where like the minute you hear him, you know that's Mr. Burns. So great voice acting all around. Chief Wiggum is A tier. Again, really funny character. I think the funniest side character. Yeah, funniest side character. I just looked at all the side characters. He's definitely, or actually, second funniest side character. I'll get to that later, but definitely like one of the funnier characters. Every joke with him makes me laugh. Wait. Really funny character. I think. Okay, yeah, the audio is good. The audio sounds weird in my mic, so I just had to check it. Comic book guy. I never really saw why they put him in so many episodes. He's just like he's a mediocre character. I haven't really laughed that much at one of his jokes. He's Why am I getting an ad for Alien Ramos? He's serviceable enough. I think he's fine. But yeah, not one of the greatest characters in my opinion. Um, Doctor Shit, I forgot. Doctor Hibbert. Yeah, I think Doctor Hibbert. He's a good character too. I like his laugh. Definitely one of the better laughs of the show. There's a lot of good laughs in the show. There's like Nelson, him, Mrs. Edna. Uh, is that her name? No, Mrs. Krabak. Okay, I think I'm starting to show that I haven't seen this show in a while outside season one. But yeah, he's a great character. Really like him. Not like the funniest. I'll put him in C tier next to Lenny and Carl. I feel like he could be better utilized. Dr. Nick Riviera is a S tier character. He's like one of the funniest side characters. What was it? Homer's Triple Bypass is one of my favorite episodes, like top 5 episodes, and he like makes most of the jokes in that episode, so it just makes sense. There's like a lot of great jokes. Just the idea of this counterfeit doctor who's like yeah, is kind of shady, and it's the only doctor the Simpsons can afford. I wish they'd do more of him because he's like really funny. Um, Anna Krabakel, I keep mispronouncing her last name. I don't think anybody can pronounce her last name. She's fine. Definitely like the best teacher Bart has had. I know they gave her a new teacher in the last few seasons. I haven't seen that much of her, but yeah, great character all around, likable enough. I like the relationship she has with Ned Flanders. Yeah, B tier. Fat Tony, another character that I think could be utilized a lot more. I feel like they don't give him nearly enough to do. I know that in modern Simpsons, there's some episodes where like it's fully around him, but as far as classic Simpsons go, I don't think he's in enough of it for me to say that he's like a good character or a great character. Um, Frank Grimes, did I say that right? Yeah, Frank Grimes. Great character. Homer's Enemy is just a great episode all around. Some people say it's their favorite episode of all time. And as far as like one episode characters go, him and Hank Scorpio are the best. The show has a lot of great characters who just show up in one episode. Honestly, he may be the best. Really funny seeing him just be dumbfounded by Homer's stupidity. Just it's funny how how he turns crazy in the episode, kind of in a mean spirited way, like seeing his life fall apart. Um, then we got the Irish guy Willie. Again, B character. I kind of repeating myself here, but I think he was utilized enough. He works good as a side character. If there was an episode fully around Willie, I don't think it would work because his whole joke is his over top accent and a few other things. kind of a one-note character, but that's all he needs to be. So B tier. Hank Scorpio. Okay, I have a confession to make. I don't really like the Scorpio episode as much as others. And I say this as like a huge James Bond fan. Like I love James Bond and I love Austin Powers. So a James Bond parody is like right up my alley. But that episode I think is a little bit overrated. And Hank Scorpio is no different. I think he's just a little bit overrated. I just don't find him that funny. Be honest. He's a good character. He's likable, but yeah, I didn't really laugh at his jokes that much. You didn't hear that. Then we got Mole Man. I'll put him in B tier, which is like weird considering that he technically has less screen time and less of a character than most of the people in C tier. But he's just like so funny. Like he kind of reminds me of Creed in The Office. I may do an Office tier list later, actually. But he reminds me of Creed in The Office, where, like, he shows up every so often, but every time he does show up, it's, like, really funny. Like, less is more when it comes to Mole Man, and whenever he shows up, it's, like, one of the funnier parts of the episode. So, it's always a blast to see him in, like, the 5 seconds he's in every episode. Great voice, too. Yeah, I really like him. Homer Simpson's the best character in all television. Only TV cartoon character that like kind of beats him is maybe Randy or Cartman. Other than that, I think this is the best character in the comedy, animated comedy. Not just not live action, but I think as far as cartoon shows go, this is the best cartoon dad, easily the funniest character of the show, and he's the main character. And even when he was being flanderized throughout the show, he still remained funny. He's overall very likable. He cares about his kids. Obviously, he's the main character of the show, and The Simpsons has had some bad episodes. So he has had some bad episodes about him. He's made some bad choices. He could be unlikable at times, but that's more the show's fault than like the character's fault. Like there's some bad episodes, but I don't think it diminishes how iconic Homer Simpson is. One of my favorite characters in cartoon history, if not my favorite. So yeah, Ken Brockman, I'll put in C tier. Nothing wrong with him. He's serviceable. He plays his part really well. It's just that he's a news anchor. Honestly, I think the news anchors in Family Guy are funnier than the news anchors in The Simpsons. That's one of the only times you'll see me saying that that Family Guy did better. But yeah, Family Guy I think did this type of character a lot better. Krusty the Clown, I don't want to put too many characters in S tier, so I'm gonna put him in A tier. But I may change it. I may change my mind because he's like really, really, really good. Krusty Gets Canceled, one of my favorites. Every Krusty centered episode is really good. He's one of the few side characters where he works both as a side character and a main character. There's a lot of episodes just about him and it works. Whereas if you had an episode fully around Barney or Apu, there were a few episodes about Apu or let's say Willie, like it wouldn't be as good. Krusty is a really good character. I like him and he's very funny. And plays a big part in all the Sideshow Mel episodes. I really like the Sideshow Mel episodes. Yeah, just a great character all around. I shouldn't be around the bush. And Lisa Simpson, I'm gonna put in A tier. She's annoying, okay? And she's like one of the main characters of the show. She's like one of the characters of the family. I cannot imagine the show without Lisa Simpson. But she's annoying. Like, there's some episodes, even in classic Simpsons, like, in modern Simpsons, all these characters can be annoying because it's, like, modern Simpsons. It's when the show kind of had a decline. But even in classic Simpsons, I think Lisa was, like, a know-it-all. Just an 8-year-old know-it-all. Even as a kid, I didn't like her. Lisa the Vegetarian, I think, is the worst episode, where she becomes vegetarian and, like, what she does in that episode is just annoying. She like steals the family's pig or something. There's like this huge party. She steals the pig and then like gets rid of it, destroys it, even though everybody wanted to eat it. And she's just like that type. She's that type of character that enforces her own views on other people. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not intentional. Either way, she's still good. I can't imagine the show without her. Again, one of the main characters of the show, so I can't put her lower. But yeah, she could be annoying. Maggie, I'll put in C tier. Again, she's serviceable enough. I wouldn't put her in like D tier or F tier, but even though she has no character, she's just supposed to be the baby, and she plays that part really well. So yeah, and I could definitely think of some funny moments, like when she shoots Mr. Burns. Yeah, good character. Marge Simpson, I'll put in A tier. As far as like the five family members go, I think she's the least funny. Or the four, not including Maggie Simpson. Actually, yeah, I think Maggie can be funnier than Marge sometimes. I can't think of many jokes where Marge herself made me laugh. More so, Marge reacting to the stupid stuff Homer did or Bart did. But like Lisa, she's one of the five main characters. I can't imagine the show without her. So iconic character, just like not like that funny. Um, Martin Prince is annoying, but it's on purpose. He serves his character. I just can't really think of that many jokes of the show where he stands out, or that many episodes where he stands out. I can't think of a specific Martin joke. He's not like a great character, but he is kind of there. And as far as he's not a bad character either, so I'll just put him in D tier because not enough characters are in D tier. Actually, no, I'll be fair. I'll put him C tier. And I guess I'm just gonna have half of my list in C tier because Mayor Quimby is also just there. I feel like you could go funnier with him, like the mayor of Springfield, like one of the most dangerous, most uninhabitable towns in cartoon history, like one of the worst places you could live. I feel like you could do more with the mayor. He's just kind of, in most cases, he's just a normal guy, if not just a bit corrupt. I can think of some jokes with him. I think he can be funny. He has a great voice. One of those other Simpsons characters that has a great voice. But yeah, kind of a one-note character. I wish they do more with the mayor because you could really do something funny with like the mayor of one of the worst towns in America, and he's just like your normal mayor. That's kind of like my same criticism with the mayor in South Park. Like, South Park is this crazy, stupid town, and the mayor is just like a normal person. Like, come on, you could do better. Like, I'm just saying. Um, Millhouse, yeah, I'll put him in C tier. Okay, this tier list is kind of looking stupid, but uh, I mean, again, he plays his part very well. I wouldn't say he's especially good, but I wouldn't say he's especially bad. I think okay, obviously all the characters in C tier I want on the show and I wish would stay on the show, but he's like oh, I like what they do with his parents, like with them having a divorce, his weird relationship with them, how it kind of looks like they're cousins. That's something that's never brought up, but like his parents look the same. But yeah, he's serviceable enough. I could think of a few good jokes with him, but yeah. Okay, finally we're going outside of C tier. Mo is I don't know if I should I'll put him A tier because he's not like especially funny. He's not like one of the funniest characters, but he is definitely like the one with the most heart. I feel like as far as the emotional, as far as the heart of the Simpsons go, he's definitely one of the most emotional characters. I could think of some wholesome moments with him on the show. He's one of the most likable characters. While also, again, having great character design, a great voice. I really like Mo. I like every episode that centers around him. Great character all around. Ned is also a great character, but I wouldn't put him exactly in S tier. I just realized I put Dr. Nick Riviera versus like most of the iconic characters of the show. But again, like not the funniest character, but I think he's a great character all around, especially in modern Simpsons. I think they do something very interesting with him where his wife dies, then he gets a new wife, then his second wife dies. And the writers just put him in like a lot of bad situations where like a lot of people close to him die, but he still keeps his faith. The recent Christmas special, I think, tackled that very well. So definitely one of the more interesting characters, while also being very funny. Just not like one of the best, not the best. He's great though. Definitely a great character. Nelson, yeah, I'll put him in B tier. I won't put him in C tier. I think he has an iconic laugh. He has some funny moments. As far as the bully archetype of the show goes, I think he's a great bully, a great adversary to Bart. All the episodes surrounding him is good, and when the writers want him to be likable, he's a likable character. Like, his relationship with his dad, who's not like present in his life. There's definitely like some interesting directions they go with him. Hey, Albert. Meat fields. Okay. Anyways, yeah, Nelson, good character and an iconic laugh that I cannot replicate because I do not know how to impersonate people with my voice. That's not a sentence. Otto, um, Jesus Christ, I'm playing like all the characters in C tier. But yeah, he's not like one of the better characters, but he's also not one of the worst characters. He's definitely had some funny moments, but he's also. I think there's like this one episode that's fully around him where he he gets fired from his job, and then he has to like live with the Simpsons. But that's not specifically a memorable episode, so I don't think he's like a good enough character. Whereas he could be not a side character, like a main character. He works best as a side character, like most of the characters in C tier and even B tier. I do find this bus driver who does not care about the kid's safety a funny idea. Yeah, good character all around. I just don't have that much to say about him. You could probably tell by now. Um, Wait a sec. Which is which? I forgot. Selma and Patty. Patty is E tier and Selma is a lot more interesting. So let's just pretend that this is Selma. She'd go in B tier, and Patty would go into D tier, even though they look basically the same. Let's just pretend those are the characters because I cannot tell them apart. Principal Skinner, I'll put in A tier. A great character, a lot of funny lines. As far as the principal of Springfield Elementary goes, I think this is the best that they could do. Yeah, great character all around. I like him. Nothing special, but also like nothing that bad either. No, actually, he's a great character though. So like, yeah, A tier. Again, I don't have like a lot to say about most of these. Frank Grimes, I'll put in D tier because he's like very, very underutilized. I think there's like a great idea for a character here. This mad scientist in Springfield, and he has a great voice. He's definitely a memorable character design, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know. He's just like not enough. The episode I most remember him from is Homer the Vigilante, where he has like a minute of screen time and 21 shorts of Springfield where like his segment is cut down and at the end he's asking where his segment is and then it cuts to credits. That's the funniest scene with him and he's only in 5 seconds of it. Yeah, D tier. Was that a burp? Anyways, A tier. Ralph, one of the funniest characters. I put him like right next to his dad as far as funniness goes. I think both the father and the son very funny. His stupidness is very funny. He has a lot of great lines. I think you could definitely like quote Ralph a lot of times. I could think of like a few quotable lines from Ralph. Me when no Fortnite. Main channel is no Fortnite, but second channel I have Fortnite. By the way, too, the 5 people, actually no, the 2 people who are watching this, if you want to see me play Fortnite, go to my second channel because on this main channel, the only times I'll be going live is if I'm like reviewing stuff or tier lists or reacting to stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Then we got the Reverend. Okay character. I don't really remember him that much. I think there was this one episode where like his daughter comes to town and he's like very strict with her, but that's like the only episode mainly about him. Honestly, just like a D tier character. Honestly, I'm glad he's there. He's a good character. I'm glad that he's like in the show, but I wouldn't like really be complaining if he like left the show. Um, the Sea Captain is the same thing, a very one-note character. Sideshow Bob. Did I say Sideshow Mel earlier? Anyways, Sideshow Bob, I definitely put in A tier. Every episode with him is like a Treehouse of Horror episode. Definitely some of the best episodes of the show are about Sideshow Bob. Great character all around, great accent. Kelsey Grammer is a great voice actor. Really does a good job. But yeah, I could definitely think of like like better, more iconic characters. That's why he's not on the iconic list. Um, then we have Sideshow Mel. I'll put in C tier. I don't even have anything to say. Um, Great accent though. Then we got I don't even know the name of this character, but he's funny whenever he pops up. Great criminal. Great accent too. I like the way he talks. It's very funny. I never get tired of his accent. His voice very funny and stupid. But yeah. Superintendent Chalmers, I mostly like for his relationship with Principal Skinner. That Steam Hams segment is one of the most iconic parts of the show, so that really bumps him up. Otherwise, just a fine character, a good character. Nothing really bad about him. Troy McClure, I'll put in B tier too, even though he has less screen time than I think everyone else in this tier except for Frank Grimes and Mole Man. He's funny whenever he pops up. Actually, he's kind of like Mole Man in that way, where he's not in a lot of it, but every time he is in a lot of it, he's great. Just a great running joke of the show. And Phil Hartman is like the best voice actor to ever come into the show, so his characters are gonna go really high. Um, Speaking of which, I forgot. What's the name of this guy? Lawyer. Anyways, he's great. I mean, like every episode he's in, he's hilarious. I can't think of one joke that did not land with this character. He's just great all around. Phil Hartman sells all of it. So yeah, definitely like the best character Phil Hartman has played in the show. Um, then we got I don't Mr. Smithers. I knew that. You thought I forgot Mr. Smithers' name? Nah, come on. Yeah, but no, he's good. He's good. Definitely a great sidekick to Mr. Burns. Pairing like the most evil guy in Springfield with just this normal dude who doesn't really have anything over top about him. That's funny. That's a funny concept. Yeah, he's a likable guy, I'd say. Then we got those two aliens that show up in Treehouse of Horror. I'll put them in C tier. They're funny. They're like the mascot of Treehouse of Horror, but nothing that memorable. And I do think the joke kind of got old once you get to like season 15 or 16 when they started doing like episodes all about him. I think they're just like good in moderation. Like, hey, those are the two aliens, and they show up every Treehouse of Horror. That's all they're there for, and they're fine for that. Then we got Jimbo. I don't know where the rest of the two are, but I mean, you already have a bully character, Nelson. Nelson is right there. I would be fine if he was in the show. I wouldn't. I'm also fine with him being in the show. I think there's some okay episodes where he plays a part, but he's just there to to have another bully character. And there's like more of them, like two more. I think the bald kid that is like secretly 40 or something. He's like the best of those that of the trio. I put him in C tier. But yeah, Jimbo's D tier. I can't really think that much about his character. Then we got that old guy who is like friends with Abe. I put him in B tier. Not that memorable, but he's also not bad at all. Good character all around. He's fine. Definitely has a good voice too. Another character that has a good voice. So yeah. Then we got the twins. They're annoying. They make you angry, but that's the point. They're okay overall. I can't really think of that much they do with the characters. Yeah. Then we got oh yeah, this is what do you call it? Wait. Who's dad? Millhouse's dad. Why did I forget Millhouse's name? Anyways, Kurt. Yeah, his name's Kurt. He's a likable character. He's one of those characters that the whole joke is how pathetic he is or how lonely he is. And that's funny. I like characters like that. I think he plays a good part of the show, and I could definitely think of some funny moments with him. Definitely one of the funnier characters of the show. Then we got that Arnold Schwarzenegger stand-in. I'll put him in C tier. Every scene with him is really funny. But he's also like not one of the best characters. I don't think he ever like interacts with any of our main characters. He's mostly on the TV. Kind of like but Troy McClure. But I think Troy McClure is a lot funnier. Then we got Milhouse's mom, who I think is one of the worst characters of the show. She is annoying. That episode where they get divorced, she seems like the most unreasonable one. And yeah, just a very unlikable character. She just like gives off the wrong vibes. I don't know if it's intentional too. I think the whole joke is to see how petty she is to her husband, and it just, some of it's funny, but she just comes off as unlikable. Yeah. Then we got Cletus. I'll put him in C tier. Good character all around. He's funny. We got the Bumblebee Man, also a good running joke character. And then we got Lou. Good thinking, Lou. That's the only quote I can remember of him. Yeah, I'll put him in C tier. As a character himself, he's not that good, but he's really good at reacting to Chief Wiggum whenever he says something stupid. Yeah, good like straight man to Chief Wiggum. And yeah, that's it. I don't think we need E tier. I don't know why they started adding those. But yeah, that's my complete tier list. A lot of great characters in the show, I think. But yeah, just one really bad character. Take a screenshot, I guess. This is my list. Oh, is my camera in the way? Probably. Yeah, I don't think it'll. But yeah, okay, let me make my camera smaller then. There we go. F11. Isn't there a presentation mode? I'm a dumbass. Yeah, how does this look? Oh, you can see that. Yeah. Well, no, okay, my camera's still in the way. So let's just go back. F11. Okay, there's my tier list. Take a screenshot for the Clips channel if I make one. I think I'm gonna make the second channel a Clips channel too. That'd be funny. Why is there so many ads? Jesus. Okay, but yeah. Let's go back. I had fun with that one. That was a good one. What else I promise in the title? Star Wars. Let's do that. Should we talk about more characters or should we go with like Nah, let's just like skip Star Wars, go to like MCU. MCU villains. Sure, let's do it. And let's make it presentation mode this time. Let's not forget that again. Is the camera in the way? That's a little bit. Nah, I'll just keep it here. Yeah, okay. This is not all the villains. This is like half of them. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's like 50 movies, guys. This is not all of them. 1 second. Okay, here we are. That's still not all of them, but whatever. Let's just do it. Here we go. Abomination. I actually haven't seen the Incredible Hulk from beginning to end, but I have seen the fight scene on YouTube. Tim Roth, good actor. I think he's very underrated and underutilized. I think he was terrible in the She-Hulk show, but that's not canon, so who cares? Yeah, whenever I see Abomination, it's kind of scary. Like it's a scary design. He's kind of a scary character just to look at. So I'll put him in C tier. He's good enough. Zemo, he was great in Civil War. I'll put him in B tier. I think actually A tier. He's one of the better villains, one of the most sympathetic villains, while also just uh Civil War is like one of the best MCU movies, so it just like makes sense to put him up there. His plan was very good, very smart. Dormammu, I'll put in D tier. Is that Dorn? Wait, is it? Yeah, okay. I do not remember him being a mushroom cloud. Kind of looks like my farts. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't like his design that much. I think it was kind of underutilized. If they brought him back in a later MCU film, I think he'd be a little bit higher. And you know what? Since we're playing him like, sorry, but oh, anyways, since we're playing him in D tier, I think there's some worse villains. Let's make in F tier. Okay, Ghost, good enough. Oh wait, yeah, good enough. She's kind of there. I'm one of the few people who like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think it's enjoyable. I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I'll just put her C tier. Gore the God Butcher. Definitely like underutilized in the movie, but I still think he's a good villain. Christian Bale plays him a lot. He's definitely the best part of that movie. I put him in B tier, but more like the bottom of B tier, kind of like going between the line of B tier and C tier. But yeah, you know, good villain to have Christian Bale in an MCU movie is good. I just wish it was in a little bit of a better movie. Green Goblin, definitely A tier, top of A tier. Willem Dafoe is a great actor, very underutilized. No, actually, he's in a movie every 3 months. Never mind. He's in a lot of movies, but yeah, you know, definitely one of his most iconic roles, one of his best roles, one of the best MCU villains, one of the best Marvel villains. He's just a lot of fun to watch and can be very scary. Hela, I'll put her in B tier. You know, she's powerful. I think she had a really good backstory. I don't remember Ragnarok that much, but yeah, she was serviceable. Um, I don't know the name of this character. I do not remember Eternals that well, but I do remember him being one of the most interesting parts of Eternals. I think he's one of the better characters in Eternals, and that's a film with like a lot of characters. So I put him in D tier. Obadiah Stane, I put him in A tier. He has a lot of screen time. Or actually B tier. He has a lot of screen time. That part where he's like yelling at his scientist is pretty good. Um, Jeff Bridges is a good actor. It's nice to see him in a role like this. And he's definitely like has screen presence as a villain. Probably the biggest waste of Mads Mikkelsen in a movie is this character, Caecilius, I think. Yeah, D tier. There wasn't like a lot of good villains in Doctor Strange. The thing is that he has an interesting motivation, you know, and he does have an interesting backstory. I think there was a good character here, but the way he's written and honestly just the acting, like Mads Mikkelsen is a good actor, but he was just sleepwalking through this entire movie. He did not care, and honestly, I can't blame him. This is a very uninteresting character. They have Guy Pearce in Iron Man 3, who definitely has a name that I'm definitely not forgetting. I'm just not gonna say it for reasons. Okay, I don't remember name, but honestly, a good character. I think Iron Man 3 overall is very underrated. He's very goofy and cheesy in that movie, but in like an entertaining way. So I put him in B tier. Killmonger's S tier, one of the best MCU villains. I recently rewatched Black Panther, and it's a lot better than I remember it being. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, but it was like really close to getting like a 9 out of 10. Great character all around. Definitely one of the best parts of that movie. But that film overall was just like so well directed. The soundtrack was great. Just a great story all around. I like this character. I just like the movie overall. Loki, definitely A tier. I do like him better in the Loki show, but his time as a villain was okay. I think he's kind of weak. Like honestly, like he got beat up a lot in the first Avengers movie. He got like caught like really early on, even if it was on purpose, you know. And even like at the final act, most of it was just him getting his ass beat. There's like no part of that movie where it felt like he was on top, he was gonna win. He was just, I don't know, he was kind of weak in that movie. I'm just gonna say it there. And most of the MCU too, like in Thor: The Dark World, he was kind of weak in that too. In Ragnarok, the whole joke was him like getting tossed around. So kind of a weak villain, honestly, even though he's well acted and written and played by Tom Hiddleston. Anyways, Malekith F tier, definitely the most forgettable MCU villain. Um, Honestly, he has no personality, no motivation, no screen presence. Even though I think the actor who plays him is actually really good. Let me look at Thor: The Dark World. I haven't seen this movie in a while, but I do remember his character just not being interesting. What was he in? He was in 28 Days Later. A G.I. Joe movie. Okay. I know he's in 20. And he played Doctor Who, I think. He was one of the Doctor Who. So he's a good actor. He just wasn't given anything at all. So, yeah, F tier, easily. And then we also have Shang-Chi's villain that I forgot the name of. But honestly, he's an S tier, great villain all around, very sympathetic. His whole motivation is just to bring his wife back from the dead, and kind of like blinds his judgment. Honestly, I like characters like that. And when they what was I about? The actor who plays him does a good job. That's what I was trying to say. A great actor. I think I've seen him in other stuff too, right? Shang-Chi. Yeah, the actor who plays him is really good. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him in something else. Internal Affairs. Okay, I think I saw part of that movie, right? Okay, I've seen him in something else. I don't remember a lot of these movies. But yeah, great actor. I wish to see him in more stuff. Speaking of great actors, Jake Gyllenhaal's next as Mysterio. I put him in B tier, and right next to Guy Pearce. I think they're. It's kind of ironic putting them next to each other because I think they're both like very similar in a lot of ways. They both like really ham up the character. They're cheesy. They're hammy. I think Jake Gyllenhaal just had a lot of fun with that role. Um, Again, a little bit weak. I think Mysterio overall, his plan was a little bit weak and could fall apart any moment. Didn't really feel like anybody was in a lot of danger in that movie. There wasn't like a lot of tension there, but yeah, not intimidating, but also a lot of fun, and that's all I really wanted from that movie. Red Skull, Hugo Weaving did a really good job. I just wish he was given a more interesting character. I I think it was interesting what they did with him in the Avengers movies, where it was like guarding the time stone or like one of the stones, like a guard there. I found that interesting how he was teleported all the way over there. I just don't as in the movie he was in, the first Avenger, I do think he was one of the weakest parts of that movie. It's a great film. I just think he was like every time they cut to Red Skull, it got a little bit worse. I'll be honest. He's not the best part of that movie. Ronan, I'll put in C tier. I think he's intimidating. He's definitely like a very menacing villain. Physically, he looks intimidating. I think the character design is really good. I just don't think he's that interesting of a villain or has a personality, which I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these characters kind of lack. Then we got Wanda from Doctor Strange 2. Definitely the best part of that movie. Again, very sympathetic. Uh, Elizabeth Olsen did a great performance there. Honestly, I think Doctor Strange 2 is kind of underrated overall. I think it's definitely. I feel like people overhate on it. Sam Raimi did fine, but yeah. Then we got Taskmaster. Why did I say it? Taskmaster? I think. Yeah, D tier. She was just kind of there. Honestly, I mean, the premise is really good here. I think the concept of this assassin who can like repeat your moves and like fight exactly how you fight is very interesting. They just don't do a lot with that concept. Then we got Thanos. Definitely the most iconic villain in this entire franchise. I put him in S tier. Just a great villain all around with a great motivation. And Josh Brolin is a great actor overall. No Country for Old Men. one of my favorite films. But yeah, well played by Josh Brolin. Definitely has some of the most iconic lines, like the most quotable lines of any villain. But yeah, I mean, he's like the main villain of the whole Infinity Saga. It just makes sense to put him there. Then we got James Spader's Ultron. I think he's pretty good. I put him at A tier. Great voice too. James. Is it David Spader or James Spader? Age of Ultron. I think it's James Spader, right? No. Yeah. Okay. See, I got that. I knew that. Screw you. Okay. I pronounced that right the first time. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, great voice by James Spader. Intimidating villain all around. I think Age of Ultron is definitely one of the most underrated MCU movies. So yeah, I like his character. Then we got Vulture from Homecoming. I'd actually put him in S tier. I think Michael Keaton was very intimidating in this role. That scene where he's like in the car with Peter is definitely one of the best MCU scenes. A great use of tension in that scene. Um, and again, well played by Michael Keaton. I think it's a very sympathetic villain. And also a good design too. I like the concept of this guy with wings, basically Falcon, but as like a villain and fighting Spider-Man. I like his action scenes too. I think he fights pretty well. Yeah, yeah, definitely one of the best MCU villains. Then we got Whiplash. I think it's played by a famous actor, right? Who played Whiplash? It was Mickey Rourke. Yeah, that's right. I've heard of him. He was in The Wrestler and Sin City, and wow, he was in a lot. Just going from most recent to least recent. Yeah, I definitely recognize some of these movies. Um, yeah, I think 1941, the worst Steven Spielberg movie, but he was also in there. Yeah, good actor all around. I just think he was like super underutilized here. I think the character design is stupid. Like he's basically shirtless the whole movie. Like you're going into battle with no armor, and just as like weapon of choice, like these whips that like have electricity. I don't know, man. Like the first Iron Man was a little bit realistic. I think it was a little bit grounded, and that just like completely, honestly, F tier villain. Even if Malekith had no personality, his character did have a personality. Just a dumb character overall. I think he's like one of the worst parts of Iron Man 2, and Iron Man 2 is one of my least favorite MCU movies. Yeah, it just makes sense. Then we got Winter Soldier. I put him in B tier. Overall, I think Bucky is a okay character, but as a villain, he is very intimidating. Of course, you've probably seen that knife fight in like Winter Soldier. I think the fighting choreography is really good with this character. I wish we got more of it. His metal arm, honestly, just like a really good concept. I like that part of his character. Very intimidating. Um, yeah, I think he was good for what he was in that movie. Then we got I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I completely forgot the name of this character. I think it was like David Yellow Jacket, right? Yeah, wait. I forgot his name. It was. Wait, I think I passed him. It was. No, I didn't pass him. Oh wow, where is he? He's credited very low for this movie. I think there he is. Darren Cross. Okay. I've seen this actor in other movies. Midnight in Paris, House of Cards. Okay, a good actor, but I think it was Yellow Jacket. I'll just call him Yellow Jacket. Honestly, just I know I don't remember his name and he's kind of forgettable, but I think he was serviceable enough for his movie. I think Ant-Man is the most underrated film in the MCU. I really like that film. I think it's enjoyable enough, and he's serviceable, just not that great. And yeah, I did forget his name. And then you have Jesus Christ, I'm forgetting all these characters' names. Who the hell is this guy named? Captain Marvel. Oh no, that's the Marvels. Young Rog. Okay, no wonder couldn't remember his name. That's like stupid. Jude Law. Okay, I know who Jude Law is. He was in like Sherlock Holmes. He's in like that new Star Wars movie. He's a good actor. I think he did okay in this, but honestly, just a very forgettable villain. Honestly, a very weak villain too. I think he's like one of the weakest villains here, especially like compared to Captain Marvel. He just like immediately lost. He's not very intimidating at all, and not like we don't really get much of his motivation or anything like that. F tier character, honestly, just a mid movie all around, but probably like one of the worst villains. But yeah, that's it. Here it is. Take a screenshot if you like. You guys could see it, right? Yeah. Alright. Honestly, one of the worst tier lists I've ever done. But let's keep going. Alright. I've been keeping this one for last. If this is last, I don't know yet, but here we are. Characters that you could fight. Characters that you could fight. Let's do it. We got like all types of characters. We got like Walter White here, Mario, Michael Myers, Cartman. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Let's do it. Alright. In case you wanna know, I'd say I'm weak as shit, but you can see like a bump here, so I could probably like punch a baby if I wanted to. So let's start fighting. Okay. We got Def from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Yeah, he's literally deaf, so I don't think I could beat him. I saw the movie. He moved very fast, and I move very slow. So honestly, I just be like dead immediately. Then we got those two kids from the Captain Underpants movies. I think they're like 15 years old, right? Like middle schoolers. No, not 15. They're like 5 years old, like elementary students. Why did I think? Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I would win. Honestly, they're dead. I could kill them. Honestly, not that I want to kill little kids. Let's just move on. I don't know who this is. Honestly, it looks like I could beat him. He's not very. He looks muscular, but also not like that fightable. So, all right, then we got Bart Simpson. He's definitely like a smart kid. Like he could definitely like with his pranks and stuff. I feel like he could go home alone on me if I was like to try and kill him. But yeah, I would win. Then we got that dumb kid from Beavis and Butthead. I've never seen this show, but honestly, yeah, I would win. Didn't never heard of this guy. Then we got Jack Hornsby from. Why are a lot of these characters from that movie? He's like huge. He's like really big. Not just fat, but I feel like strong. Like he could definitely like kill me, like completely destroy me, like just like flat to me. Honestly, I'm dead if I like try to fight him. Bobby Hill from King of the yeah, okay. I don't think Bobby could like fight a dog. I feel like I would definitely kill this kid. Then we got Brian Griffin from Family Guy. Family Guy is just like such a weird show. I wouldn't be surprised if like Brian just got a gun and shot me. Like it's just such a weird show. So I don't know. Like I definitely seen him kill a squirrel in my Family Guy video. But I'm not a squirrel. He could definitely like bite me and stuff, but I would win. Bugs Bunny. Okay. Bugs Bunny is a psychopath. He like the way he like kills people in like the Looney Tunes universe. Most of what he does would kill a person in real life, and he just laughs it off. Like this is a very scary individual. I would not win. I wouldn't say I would die because I don't think you could die in Looney Tunes, but I would definitely like be in a coma for the rest of my life or a wheelchair. Then we got that other stupid kid from Beavis. Honestly, they're dead. Just out of principle. Butters, I could definitely beat up Butters. I would win. Like I would like throw him like a football into New Jersey, then drive to New Jersey and kick him into Mexico. I don't know where that came from. That just came out of my mouth. Anyways, they're dead. Captain Underpants. This is like a fat guy in a fat guy in a diaper. He looks mentally unwell. I think he would fight dirty. So I'd say it's a fair fight. You know, he's not very athletic, but he would definitely like, go crazy on me, I think. Um, what's his name again? Greg Heffley. Did I just forget Greg Heffley's name? I'm forgetting a lot of people's names. Anyways, a lot of people think that they would die. How old is Greg? Is he like 12, 13? I don't know. I feel like I would definitely win. I don't know if I would like kill him, but because that's illegal. But I would win, I think. Manny, I would kill. Charlie Brown, he's that bald kid. I don't think they ever explained if Charlie Brown has cancer or not. I don't know why he's bald. But yeah, like, isn't Charlie Brown like 4 or 5 years old? I think it was in elementary school, but like, the way they talk, I think they're like 5 or 6 at most. Honestly, I would win, and he looks like very weak too. Very, I wouldn't say I kill him, but like, I would win definitely. Chucky, I think Child's Play is like the most embarrassing horror franchise in like human history. Like, how do you die from a doll? And how does like this character have like such a high kill count? I know that they're cheesy movies and stuff, but like, come on, I would definitely win. I don't think they would die because I think Chucky's immortal or something. I feel like Chucky is like very smart, like he gets very crafty with his kills. But I would definitely win. Like if it's like a 1v1, no weapons at all. Ted. This is very, very funny because I just finished watching Ted 2 this morning, but yeah, Ted is surprisingly strong, all things considered. Like you saw that fight scene with Mark Wahlberg. He's also high, and it's like a rated R franchise, so I feel like he would definitely fight dirty, like gouge my eyes out if he could. Honestly, I'd say a fair fight because if Mark Wahlberg couldn't beat him, then I don't think I would either. Elmo, okay, yeah, you're dead. Screw you, Elmo. Cartman. Cartman would do some terrible, terrible. If it's like a 1v1, I'm definitely beating him. But like if it's like a War of the Mind, like if he's given prep time or something like that, like he would find a way to either kill me or like traumatize me for the rest of my life. He definitely like what he did with the chili in that one episode. I don't know if I want to fight him. I want to stay far away from him as possible. But if it was like a fight to the death, I would definitely win. I feel like I feel like they would win, but I wouldn't like die. I would just Garmin would definitely like traumatize me or something. Um, then we got Chris. Honestly, like I'm very skinny overall. Although my friends say that I'm getting fat, they start calling me Chunky Field or something like that. Meat Field or something. I don't know. They're weird. Anyways, I'm a very skinny person. He's very big. The weight difference is a little bit alarming, so I feel like they would win. But I don't think he'd kill me. I've never seen the show. Freddy. I was about to say Freddy Fazbear. That's kind of weird. Freddy, what's his last name again? I think it's just Freddy, right? That guy could go into my dreams and kill me. Like, I just die immediately. And I'm someone who really likes sleep. I get like 10 hours of sleep on the regular, unless it's like a weekday. On weekends, I get like 10 hours of sleep. So that's like 10 hours of like time that he could kill me. Honestly, I'm dead. There's like no way. If it was like a 1v1 like in real life, he is a burn victim, so like it's like me fighting this disabled person with like a knife for hands. So I say it's a fair fight if it was like outside of a dream, but like knowing what I know about him, I feel like I would just be screwed anyways. Ghostface, I feel like is very clumsy, and it all depends like who's under the mask. Like there's not just one Ghostface, sometimes there's two. There's different Ghostface. I think there was like a girl Ghostface once, like in the fifth movie, one of them was a girl. So it really just depends on like who's behind the mask. I say it's a fair fight overall. If I'm like given a weapon, I guess. He's a very clumsy killer too, most of the time. Then we got Luigi. I think. Is this Luigi? I thought I saw. This is Luigi. Well, I don't know who the hell this is then. Okay. Goku. R.I.P. bro. Then we got the Spider Gwen from Across the Spider Verse. Honestly, I'd be dead. I think. You know, superpowers. Hank Hill, he's like a 40-year-old man. He's a little bit fat, but there's definitely a weight difference. I feel like I would definitely die. Actually, no, he wouldn't kill me, but I definitely like lose. I get like beat up. Homer Simpson, he fought who do you call it? He fought wait. No way, I forgot the name of the guy from Family Guy. Shoot, wait. Peter Griffin. I was about to search that up. I'm forgetting a lot of names today. That's weird. Anyways, he fought Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin fought the giant chicken. The giant chicken would kill me. Yeah, he's a good fighter overall. I feel like they would win. No comment. Then we got what's Roderick from the books. Um, he seems like a skinny guy, but that's just kind of how like Greg draws people. I feel like they would definitely win. Roderick, I think he's a little bit older than me, but he's also just like he seems like strong. So I'd say they would win. Shrek would kill me. That guy has like a weight difference, a really big weight difference. I'd say I'm dead. This is like a short old guy from Captain Underpants. I feel like I would win. Jason, that's like that's like a zombie, bro. Like I can't kill him, and also he's like really really strong, and he teleports in most of the movies. Yeah, I'm dead, honestly. Then we got the mouse from Tom and Jerry. Listen, he may be smart and he may be able to beat a cat, but I would definitely kill Tom if I was given the chance. Like if I was if it was like a fist fight between me and Mouse, like I wouldn't be as clumsy as Jerry. Okay, wait, no. I wouldn't be as clumsy as Tom. Jerry is a mouse. Tom is a cat. I am an idiot, but yeah, I still killed Jerry. Kenny, like the whole joke is that he dies, so I feel like just out of plot armor, Kenny would die anyways. Kermit, dead. I would kill a frog if like in a fist fight. Kung Fu Panda, Poe. I mean, you like if I was like given a gun, I don't think guns exist in the Panda universe. But if I was given a gun, I feel like I would kill Panda. But they're also an endangered species, so I don't think I'd be allowed to do that. Honestly, I think Poe would win. I'm dead. Um, Peggy Hill, I feel didn't she like take training, like martial arts training in one episode? I feel like she knows how to fight a person. It's not just me, right? Like I remember that episode where Peggy Hill like goes into martial arts training. Anyways, I feel like it would be a fair fight. I feel like I could definitely beat her, but also I think she has some training, so I don't know. Then we got the cat from Puss in Boots, Salma Hayek, I think. Yeah, they would win. Even though it's a cat, I mean it's a cat with a sword who knows how to stab people. I think I'd die. I think I would like be afraid of a cat with a sword in the first place, and then like I just die. Then we got what's his name? Kyle from South Park. I could definitely beat Kyle. I would kill Kyle in a fist fight. Okay, she definitely took some martial arts training in one episode, so she would win, I think. Then we got Luigi, right? I could beat Luigi. He's dead. He's like very 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 short, and he has like a big nose. I don't know what that has to do with the fight, but yeah, I don't know. Mario, he knows how to fight people. Like he fought a giant monkey, like a giant monkey and this giant turtle. And like I would definitely like lose to Bowser and like this Donkey Kong. So I feel like he would actually like win. I'd actually die. Like Mario would kill me in a fist fight. Shut up, Meg. Then we got Michael Myers. All you have to do is outrun him. Like Michael Myers is the slowest killer of all time. I feel like I could win. I saw like this YouTube video on how to defeat him. It has something to do with like chemo or something about like the it was like a film theory. I think you could look it up, but yeah, I think it's a fair fight, honestly. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Screw you. I would definitely win. It's not even a chance. And I die here too. Yeah, I die. Megamind. Okay, this depends. Like, if it's like an actual battle, I feel like you would definitely win. But if it's like a fist fight, let's just do that from now on. Most of these fights are just fist fights. And in a fist fight, I feel like I would beat him. Like, he's not really that strong overall. Like, no inventions, no weapons, just a fist fight. I will win. Honestly. I don't know who this guy is. Pedro, cute dog, but I kill him. Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin has spent like half of the show fighting people, like the giant turkey, the Homer Simpson. I feel like he's fought everyone on the show, so yeah, I feel like I'm screwed. I definitely like I feel, and it's like a dark show too, so I feel like I definitely die. Although he's a little bit unfit, so like in real life without the cartoon logic, I feel like I wouldn't die, but I definitely like still lose because there's like a weight difference. Again, it's a cat with a sword. I feel like it would be hard to hit him, and then he like hits me, and then I die. It would honestly be terrifying just to like fight a sentient cat, anyways. So yeah, I die. Shaggy, Shaggy is like really skinny. He has like no weight muscle, and I say this as someone who's like very skinny myself. I feel like I would definitely win. I would kill Snoopy in a fist fight. Um, Stan again, very short kid, very small kid. Then we got Stewie Griffin. He's literally a baby, but he's a very smart baby with like a bunch of weapons. But again, we're basing this on fist fights. People I could fight, not like with weapons and stuff. No technology, just a fist fight. Yeah. Um. Oh no, no. R.I.P. bro. R.I.P. No, it's over. What am I doing? Is this how I spend my weekends? I had to take off my glasses so I wouldn't see that. Yeah, I die. Um, okay. That ruined my whole day right there. Um, I don't know why there's so many characters from this movie, but yeah, these are like three bears. I think I would die from one bear. I would definitely not win a fist fight with a bear. Yeah. Um, then you got Titan from Megamind. I mean, come on. Um, I'd say it's a fair fight because even though like he's older and he's like bigger than me, he has a more weight mass, he also has cancer, and I could like beat a cancer patient if I wanted to. Please do not take anything from this video out of context. This sounds like really bad for me, but yeah, I think it's a fair fight. This okay, yeah. Then we got the wolf from that movie. I haven't seen it. Um, oh yeah, I would kill Rowley. And yeah, I haven't seen this one either or this one. There's my tier list. Tell me if you agree. If you feel like you could beat any of these characters in a fight. Yeah, that was fun. That was weird but fun. We should do more of that. What else? There's some weird tier list here. Okay. Well, honestly, I think I'll call that a day because I gotta leave soon. But thanks for watching this live stream. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and subscribe to the second channel where like most of my live streams will be. More specifically, the Fortnite live streams. This wasn't a Fortnite live stream, that's why I did it on this channel. But yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in, and have a good day and a good weekend. Adios. I'm gonna pause for a little bit so it doesn't like end before. Sometimes it ends really early.